Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm making something absolutely amazing. It's called Shashlik. In translation, it's basically big pieces of meat on a skewer which are grilled or barbecued. It's a very famous dish. We have it a lot in Latvia. I know that they have it a lot in Russia or in any Russian-speaking countries. When you have a birthday or you have any sort of event where you gather a lot of people, you drink, you eat meat, it's absolutely amazing. I'm going to show you how to do it, and stay with me and you will love this video. Here I've got 1.5 kilos of meat. This is pork. Now I've picked out the less fatty bits. There's a little bit of fat, but that's gonna burn. It's gonna be very tasty. And this is for 8 people. And now I've got 2 onions here, 5 tomatoes. Here I've got my Latvian mustard. You can use any mustard you want. Salt, pepper, and mayonnaise. Okay, now I'm going to slice my meat. I will show you what kind of space I'm gonna do from one cutting to another. You can see here. So we just take. It's quite heavy. Make sure you have a very sharp knife. So we just cut it into big chunks like that. Okay, so now I've got my piece of meat here. Now I'm going to cut it into cubes of similar size. I'll show you how. Make sure that each cube has got a bit of fat, so this is fine. Now here, now we're going to cut this in half. So as you can see, just like that. Okay, I've got my meat here, and now it's better to take some sort of deep tray where we're going to marinate our shashlik. We're going to put these cubes down just enough to fit in the row. Just show you. Okay, now one thing I want to tell you is that the best shashlik is when you leave it overnight to marinate. Now I don't really have that much time. I'm making dinner for my whole family, so I'm going to make it really quick. I'm going to marinate it for about 2 hours and leave it not in the fridge, leave it outside. But if you're doing it overnight, leave it in the fridge. So here we go. So now I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to add a little bit of salt, just a little bit. Now we're going to add quite a lot of pepper. Now we're going to add our mustard. Just add a little bit here. The reason why I don't use a lot of salt is because when you use mustard and mayonnaise, it actually produces a lot of salt from that. That's why we just don't need extra salt. Okay, that's fine if it goes outside. Now it's going to get a bit messy. You take your hands and you really just put this all into the meat. Mix it all together. Now once that all mixed in, we're going to take the onions. Now I've cut them into 3 different pieces, so you cut your onion into 3, and the same with the tomato, you cut it into thin slices. Here you can see. So it's a bit messy, but that's fine. So we take onion like this, you see, and then we take one piece and we just layer each shashlik with a bit of onion. Now I'm going to put tomato just on top. Now I've used a whole tomato for the first layer, just here. And now we repeat the process. We just lay the next pieces of meat on top of each other. And just do that with the rest of the meat. Okay, all done. As you can see, layered. I especially picked the bowl so you can see different layers. Okay, it's quite mayonnaise. So we're gonna put this aside to marinate, and then I'll show you how to do it on skewers. And it's getting dark, and it's really awesome. We're gonna have barbecue in the dark. Okay, I'm just outside now. We're going to need skewers for the barbecue. Now I'm going to just explain a little bit about the wood. For shashlik, we're not actually going to use charcoals or any liquid to make the fire. We're only going to use the wood, which is just cut into small chunks, built like this, like a fire, and we don't need anything extra, just the matches. Okay, it's really nice and warm. Now I'm going to start putting meat on my barbecue. Now this is an example how it's going to look. Just here. Now I'll show you how to do it right now. So you take a screw, be very careful, they're very sharp and very dangerous, so make sure your kids are away. Okay, so we take a piece of onion first, put it in the middle, then take a piece of meat, put it through again. Okay, now take our tomato. Okay, just right down the middle, and then we put more meat. Okay, a bit more onion. This is going to be so amazing. A bit more tomato. More meat. Okay, and I'm just going to finish up with the onion. Okay, now this is done, so I'm just going to do the rest, and then we're going to put them on the barbecue. Okay, our barbecue is frying. Now, one tip as well, you can get really cheap wine in supermarkets, and just a very cheap one. This is to spray the barbecue, the shashlik. I'm going to show you how to do it. Just hold your finger here, and just pour it all over it, just a little bit. Woo, a bit steamy, just a bit, woo, just like that. And when we turn them around, we just do the same thing. Okay, now my barbecue is ready. It's really steamy, smells absolutely amazing. I'm just taking these off now before they burn. I've got this beautiful plate. It's giant. If you have a massive barbecue party, that's probably very appropriate. Okay, look at these beautiful skewers. Okay, I've got them all here. Now I actually have this amazing bowl where I'm going to put the barbecue in. That keeps it warm, and then you just take them off the skewers and you serve it on a plate with meat. Sorry, not with meat, with vegetables and any other sides that you want to have it with. Obviously wine goes absolutely amazing with this kind of food. Guys, I really hope you enjoy this video, and subscribe to my channel, and yeah, have a good weekend.